Hey guys, this is Trenchy back to bring you another video, and this time we are doing the infamous Halloween Furry Season of the Witch from 1982, starring Tom Atkins. You know, the guy from Night of the Creeps and New Kids on the Block and shit. Now, a lot of people hate this movie, just for the fact it is in the franchise of Halloween, but does not have Michael Myers in it. But I would like to point out that out of the big three, a lot of them did that. Friday the 13th, you had Part 5 with Roy Burns. And Nightmare on Elm Street, you had Freddy Krueger was a dream demon pretending to be Freddy Krueger. It's really weird. Like, he wasn't Freddy Krueger. He was a dream demon Papa. I forgot what, they had a weird name for him, but supposedly it wasn't Freddy Krueger, but it was, I don't know. But, that was weird. But yeah, those franchises did that shit. The thing is with Halloween 3 is it had nothing to do with Michael Myers alone at all. He only makes a couple appearances on a TV screen. But I still like this movie. This is a very fun B movie. Hopefully you can't hear that music and I don't get copyright, but I don't care. Anyways, yeah, it's... Shit, I lost my train of thought. Give me a second. It's still a fun B movie. I really enjoyed this movie. It really just suffers from carrying the Halloween name. That's, so this movie is about Tom Atkins' character, and, he works at a hospital, and a patient is murdered, and he looks deeper into it, and it leads him to this, masked toy making factory in this weird little isolated town that him and the daughter of the murdered man, they visit that town to investigate, and shit gets weird. Some themes here I noticed were like, this has a very much, to me at least, a very a kind of Howling and Wicker Man vibe to it a little bit, because the idea they're entering this town that's like there's something off about it and everybody seems a little off. There's something fucked up about this town, but they can't put their finger on it. Kind of like the same with the Wicker Man and the Howling. There, very different movies, but kind of that same concept of that, like entering the town, an outsider entering the town, and then kind of becoming entrapped in the mystery behind it, trying to figure out what's going on. I also, this is very similar to Halloween, and Michael Myers may not be in the movie, but he is there in spirit, not only on the TV screen, but in the robots. There are quite a few scenes with the robots, which are Michael Myers scenes, essentially. Like, there's a scene where our characters are driving by in a car, and the camera's behind one of the robots, and it's just standing there watching, and we watch as the camera just kind of looks from behind him, and we just watch this guy stare at the car going by, and that's a Michael Myers shot. That is a Michael Myers shot. Even the opening, where the dude is running and he's being stalked by something, that's kind of like a Michael Myers feel. Like, it still has that Michael feel with the villains a little bit, not a lot, but a little bit, especially with their emotionless demeanor. And the score in this is great too. I love how they do incorporate the Halloween score from the original by having it play on the TV and shit. But they also have their own score, which is also very unnerving and creepy. The opening is fantastic too. It reminds me of like a 2-bit video game. How it makes the pumpkin with the little dots on the screen. Reminds me of like the old school 2-bit video games, and I thought that was really cool. But yeah, as we go on, you know, There are quite a few kills in this movie that are really good. From and very variety of kills. We have one where this dude's nose gets like fucked up in this weird way, and it's very unique and very disturbing in its own right. Not too gory, but just ow. It's ow to watch. And then we have we have a decapitation, which is probably my favorite of the kills. I love the decapitation. Just the blood spurt was awesome on it, and I really liked that character as well. So it worked. It hit for me. There's some kills with a drill, and then there's of course the infamous head melting scene, which should be more popular than it is. This movie should be liked because this movie is really good in a cheesy B movie way. This is a really good B movie. If you look at the plot of our bad guys trying to pull off a Samhain ritual to kill off all the children in the world to sacrifice to the Halloween gods or whatever the fuck, using a stolen rock of Stonehenge and robots. It's just, what the fuck, man? But it hits. It works. It's just, it knows what it is. This movie is one of the most darkest but most fun at the same time entry to the Halloween series. And I will stand wholeheartedly behind that. Tom Atkins is great. We really care for his character. Yes, he's a little bit of a womanizer, but he's a likable womanizer, you know? He pulls it off in a charming type of way. And technically he's not really dating anyone, so he's just kind of sleeping around. It all seems kind of mutual, so, you know, he's not really a sleazebag either. He comes more off as charming, you know. That's just how the movie depicts him. He would probably seem more scummy today, I don't know, but, he comes off more charming than anything. Our villain is fantastic. I love how he's very, elegant and soft-spoken, but also just pure grimy evil. His plot is terrible, what he wants to do, and he's just a fucked up individual. He comes very much off as a villain you would see in a Bond movie at some points. And I really love when he's defeated and he looks up and he gives like the best clap in movie cinema. He gives like this weird clap that I cannot recreate. Go watch the movie. And he just, it's cool because it's like most villains would be like, oh, I'm fucked, or like, you know, they would be like upset or something like that. This villain, he looks more impressed. He's impressed with Tom Atkins and how Tom Atkins defeats him. He's like, you did good, kid. Like, oh shit, I underestimated you. Like, I like that. I like that shit. It's just, he's like, instead of being like frustrated or angry or anything, he's just like, that's pretty good. You did pretty good there, you know? I like that. It just, whoa, it's so good. Another thing about this movie, it's very Halloween-y with the Halloween masks and the great tune, Happy Happy Halloween, 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 Happy Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Just, shit hit, man. But the best part of it I want to talk about, and I think I might be looking at this too deep, is the message it says about the media and how, if you, you know, how much the media actually influences us, and is that a good or a negative thing? That's what this movie kind of looks at a little bit, because these kids are literally being murdered worldwide by a commercial. Just a fancy little fun commercial telling them, you know, wear your mask in front of the TV and sing along to the commercial at the big giveaway at this certain time. you know, it's like, it's creepy, man. It's creepy because that, who knows if that could happen or not. Probably not, but it just really makes you think how influential the media really is, and how I've I've always knew this, but it's like I never caught the theme in Halloween Fury. How how scary the it is that the media could influence us. And I would like to bring up something, and I gotta thank Marty for this. I've never seen this, but I would like to bring up the thing Ghostwatch. Him and Deacon keep talking about it, and apparently in Britain, they played this special called Ghostwatch, which was fake, but everybody thought it was real. They never, people that missed the disclaimer didn't get to see that it was fake. And yeah, they had a bunch of like celebrities and people of the news and stuff in there, trusted individuals telling you that this was real, and there was like ghosts in this house, and like people were like committing mass suicide because of it, because they like were believing in an afterlife. And I guess they were saying ghosts could get out and haunt people. I don't know the exact details, but I guess it put Britain in a stir. It sent, it shook people. And kind of like with the War of the Worlds, that scared people too, and that was just a radio radio thing, and everybody thought it was real. Aliens were coming down and shit. And then yeah, circling back to Halloween Fury, killing people through the TV. It's just so good. It's just such a smart concept, such a smart message that I think people overlook, because they're too busy focusing on the negatives of Halloween not being there, or maybe on the fun aspects of it, like the whole Stonehenge plot and shit, and the robots, to realize, yeah, there's a little bit of a deeper thing here. This is is too much media influence bad, I think that was a good little thing there. But yeah, I only got a few little things about this movie. Sometimes it drags a little bit. A little bit. It's not bad at all. There's just a couple scenes I'm just like, And then the robot scene is very controversial for me when we find out the girl's a robot. That could go two ways for me depending on the mood I'm in. One, I could either find it annoying and thinks it drags way too much, like how she keeps coming back like multiple times. I think sometimes I can think they did that a little too much. Or number two, I could be like, okay, this is just extremely cheesy. She keeps coming back, and just have a fun time with it. And gladly tonight, I was in the mood to have a fun time with it. I enjoyed it this time. Just that scene can be like 50-50 for me, depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, besides that, it's really a good movie. Halloween Fury. I think it's really good. I give it an 8.5. It's almost a 9, but it's very much an 8.5. Plus, that ending is spectacular. You can believe whether he got it off or not. And I'm sorry, this is a spoiler review, but all these Halloweens are kind of spoiler reviews. I go with not, but Tom Atkins said he did, so he is the man. So maybe he did. Maybe that mustache gave him the power. Who knows? But yeah, that's Halloween Fury, man. Great kills, fun story, very very interesting, deep message, and you got Jamie Lee Curtis in there too on the video thing. She's like on the announcer of the town. Very cool. But yeah. Next time will be Halloween 4. Here we go, guys. I hope you guys have a good day. Stay frosty. This is Trenchy signing off. Beep, boop.